In this video, we will have a look at the incoming and outgoing sync processes and how the Replica variable plays a role in the entire synchronization. In an earlier video, we created a scripted connection between our Jira Cloud instance and the Azure DevOps instance. Now, if you go to Connections and click on the Edit button, this will open up some scripts for you that are divided into two sections called the Outgoing Sync Processor and the Incoming Sync Processor. You have similar scripts on the Azure DevOps side as well. So if you can open the other side of the connection, regardless of the platform, you will get similar scripts called the outgoing and the incoming. Now let's see how these scripts work behind the scenes to do all of the synchronization between the two instances. So whenever a ticket on the Jira side gets updated or created, that ticket object passes through the outgoing sync filter, which is basically a set of scripts written within the outgoing sync processor. Let's have a look at these scripts. What you're essentially doing here is that you're picking up a lot of data from the issue object, or the Jira ticket. As an example, on line number 1, we're picking up the issue.key, which is the key of the Jira ticket, and we're assigning that to the variable called replica. Now, replica is an object in which everything gets packaged. So if you run through line numbers 1 to 14, what we're doing here is extracting ticket information, say the different fields from the ticket, and packaging them nicely into an object called replica. This replica object gets packaged and sent to the other side of the connection, whatever platform that is. In our case, that other side happens to be an Azure DevOps instance. So let's navigate to Azure DevOps to see what is going on there. On the Azure DevOps side, that replica forms the part of the incoming sync. So Azure DevOps will be receiving that replica object. What it does at this point is, it unpacks that replica object and picks up the fields of interest, whichever it wants, and assigns them to its local work items. For instance, on line number 1, we gather the replica.labels. Note that replica.labels was packaged by our Jira side, so it contains the Jira labels. We pick up that replica.labels and assign it to a local work item label. Similarly, on line number 2, we pick up the priority, which comes in from the Jira side, package it into the replica, and we assign it to our local work item priority. And that is how the incoming and outgoing sync processes work in tandem to get the synchronization configured. So just to recap, the sending side uses the outgoing script, and what happens is that outgoing script is that you pick up whatever information you require from your local ticket or work item, package it into a replica, and then Exalate sends that replica to the other side of the connection. And then the other side unpacks that replica object, picks up whatever data field it requires from there, and it is free to assign whatever local ticket fields it wants to those data items.